Hi guys, this is Mila's Projects. So I have another cool weekend project for you to do. This is an entryway sign, and so first of all, I just went to Home Depot and picked up a piece of wood and had them cut it down for me to size. And then I started off by sanding the whole thing down. And I also had my little helper, my son, come and help me sand as well, just for a little while. So I wanted to test out how the stain is going to look on this piece of wood. So I found a similar piece of wood at Dollar Tree, and I've used the stain before. It's called Briar Smoke from Varathane, but I've never used it on this light wood. So first I wanted to do a test, so I tested it on this, and so I just applied the stain all over. And then you just go in with a rag and just wipe off the excess stain. So I actually really liked how that color turned out, so I decided to use the same color for the larger piece of wood. And I did the same process. I applied the stain in small portions all over the wood. So once all the stain was on, I just grabbed a rag and wiped off all the excess and spread some of it over to the unstained parts. I initially thought it would be fine with just one coat because the stain itself was quite dark, but after I applied it, I actually went in with a second coat because I felt like a lot of the yellow from the wood was still showing through. And this is how it looked with the second coat and the final coat. So for this portion of the project, I needed to start creating my stencils. So for that, I went into Design Space and I created the stencils, and I was going to use my Cricut machine to cut it out. And the material I used was the Cricut stencil vinyl, and you can actually use regular vinyl for this, but I didn't want to waste my vinyl paper, so I just purchased the stencil version. So after my Cricut machine printed out the stencils, I transferred it onto the piece of wood, and I did forget to record when I was doing the letter H, but I did record the rest, so just keep watching. So I used masking tape to do the transfer. However, I do wish that I had some transfer tape for this part. I feel like it would have made the process 10 times easier. So transfer tape's about 18 bucks, and I feel like for this project it would be actually a good investment. So the next step was to paint everything in. So once the first coat was dry, I did apply a second coat so that the white was like very, bright and vivid. So after I was done painting, I let the paint dry for about 1 or 2 minutes, and then I slowly peeled the stencil away. And if I had waited for the paint to fully dry, then it would have taken off some of the paint. So now it was time to start on the letter O. So I found that wooden piece of letter O from Michael's, and it was on sale for about 2 bucks. And I also got the foliage from Michael's as well, and each of the stems were 5 bucks. So I thought it was a pretty good deal, and I just cut off the pieces that I needed to create the O. And then I realized that I wanted to paint the letter O, so I went in and painted it. And then I just kind of played around with it until I got like a perfectly shaped O that would fit nicely in that spot. So I used some really thin black color wire to hold the leaves and everything down, and once it was down, I used my hot glue gun to keep it secured. And now it was time to start on the knobs, and I just loved how the natural knob color was, like the natural wood color. I decided not to do anything with it, and so I just used some measuring tape to measure out the holes, and I drilled the holes in, and I put the knobs on, and we were all done. And here's the final product. So let me know in the comments what you think. I loved it so much. It looked so nice in my entryway. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the bell button to receive notifications. And I really hope you enjoyed watching my videos, and I have a lot of great videos coming up, so please do subscribe. And if you're looking for any DIY inspired merch, don't forget to visit my website at milasprojects.com. Thank you so much for watching.